Hey, as the two DMs of our table, hey, can I play a Jizz bard?
Jizz. That's just a bard.
Can I just play a Jizz bard?
I think you mean prostitute.
Sure. Yeah, you'll be my pimp. It'll be fine. We'll go with that.
Welcome to Chaotically Nerdy, a podcast made by nerds for nerds. This podcast is made by adults, for adults, and for children with bad parents. Adult language will be used, and adult situations may arise. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chaotically Nerdy. On this week's episode is me, Tyler.
And me, Jarrett.
And me, Ethan.
And me, Ashley.
And this week, we're going to talk about Skeleton Crew, a show that's been out for probably 2-3 months, if not longer.
It was like the end of the year of 2024, beginning of 2025.
Was this one on Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
This one was the Star Wars?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the Star Wars
The
one.
suburban Star Wars one.
Well,
Sort of?
well
I wouldn't
half
say
of, half of it is, I guess.
half? Do you think it's half?
Maybe third. I don't know.
I watched some
One
of it.
storyline is.
It finished January 14th.
Yeah, I knew it was somewhere around there.
I thought it finished way sooner than that. I wasn't near as far behind as I thought I was.
No, it just released weekly, so it kind of felt like it probably started in like November.
So before we get on to notable actors, let's do a brief rundown of what the show is because Ashley's never seen it. Did you get to watch it, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he watched
I
it.
thought you did.
I watched some of it with him. I didn't really have a chance to actually sit down and watch all of it, though, because I was doing work-related stuff.
Yep. So basically, the tagline on IMDb is 4 kids make a mysterious discovery on their home planet that leads them to get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy. That is so fucking broad.
Isn't it a
Stranger
lost,
Things in space, yeah.
a lost Jedi temple of some sort?
That's what they think
That's
it
what the
is.
thing is. It's actually a pirate ship.
Yeah, it's a pirate ship that
Well-
crashed there.
Technically, it's not a pirate ship, but yeah. Technically, it becomes a pirate. It became a pirate ship. But
It was reallocated as a pirate ship.
Gotcha.
Also, I watched.
Commandeered.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So Jack Sparrow would call it.
Good
that
word.
is true.
Yeah.
I watched most of this whenever I was in St. Louis, so good luck if I actually remember anything that I wrote down.
It's a blur.
Yeah, no, it was.
I mean, to be fair, you were also in flight school, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. So first up, notable actors. The biggest one, Jude Law, who is one of the only adults that is actively in the majority of the show, besides the parents who you just see off and on briefly.
I do like Jude Law as an actor.
Nick Frost is also the robot,
Yeah.
and I love that.
I was going to mention Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else we want to mention?
There is.
I feel like Clancy Brown has been in everything recently. Was he in this?
I think so.
I don't think so.
He has. He's been in like everything.
I think he's already in Star Wars, isn't he?
Yeah.
Twice. Maybe 3 times.
I meant like him in a human.
Yeah, he was. He was in Ahsoka.
He was not
He's
in
the
this one.
mayor, isn't
The
he?
mayor of
Yeah.
that place thing, town.
Which I think he plays the voice in Rebels.
Yes, he does, but he was another role that he played as well, but I don't remember what it was offhand.
Sam Witwer is in it as just like a random voice you hear. essentially.
That's just,
Yeah.
he don't count.
He does count because he's in like every Star Wars
Yeah, but he's
project.
not important to the plot of the show.
That is true.
Cameos are still important, though.
If he was actually like Starkiller or something, it'd been important, but he's just like
Yeah, that's true.
random guy at the bar number 4. He's like, all right.
Okay, so we talked about notable actors. My first one is Captain Silvo and Wim.
Yeah.
If you watch with subtitles, just spoils the show.
It does.
'Cause-
If you know
Well, that's the
kind
thing.
of what it is
Well,
based on.
No. If you pay attention to the beginning, whenever they fight with Captain Silvo, this part that I'm talking of, I think specifically,
Uh-huh.
maybe not.
I wrote the script, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you write the script?
Yes.
Why the fuck am I doing this?
I don't know.
Fuck you. Read the sumbitch. Shit. I did Dune. That's what I'm thinking of.
You're like,
For the
I don't
record,
know what I wrote.
there's a spoiler alert on this for anyone who has
Yeah.
not watched the
yeah.
show.
I know what part I'm thinking of by reading that.
Well, all I'm saying is based on what their names are based on, which is Treasure Island.
Yeah.
It just basically spoils the show.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Captain
definitely.
Long John Silver and Jim Hawkins.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, if you know
Whim.
Jim,
Yeah.
Silvo,
Jim Silvo.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's got little sprinkles of all sorts of
Fun stuff.
pirate / adventure.
How long did it take you to figure that out? Just
Literally
immediately seeing the subtitles.
Silvo, I was like, oh, Long John Silver, and I was like, okay. Then it cuts to Whim's planet. Like, I don't know, 5 minutes later, I'm like, Whim, Jim, huh? Wonder where this is going.
I guess I just did not give
Yeah.
two shits about it to even think about it.
I also love Muppet Treasure Island, so
To be fair, it's an
It's
amazing
a
movie.
fucking good movie.
So who played it better? Who played
The Muppets.
Muppets.
yeah. But I mean,
It's
like,
never been a question.
Fucking Treasure
Muppets.
Planet's a better version than this one.
No, I meant the Long John Silver.
oh, it's
Who played it best?
probably Tim Curry.
Tim
but-
Curry.
It's not even a question.
It's Tim Curry.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
But I did enjoy Silvo
Okay.
for the entirety of the show.
Yeah, no, he's really good.
He's a piece of shit. But
He really
really
is.
good.
He's a piece of shit, but you're like, oh, maybe.
And then the entire of time is just constantly everybody else going, do not fucking trust this man.
Yeah. They're trying to set you up, be like, oh, no, we should actually trust him because he's good.
Yeah.
No.
He's not.
No.
No, he's a bad guy.
And every single person told you.
Yeah.
He's fucking not.
I don't know. He was always honest about it.
He was pretty much always honest about it. He was like,
You shouldn't trust me.
yeah, you shouldn't trust me. I'm a piece of shit.
They did it anyway. That's
yeah.
their fault, really, honestly.
Whim's neighborhood is modeled after the neighborhood from E.T.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Very clearly.
Yeah.
The curved street. You got the houses that are rather far set apart in a suburban neighborhood.
It's just
They're all ranch style houses. I mean, it's like detail for detail almost.
Huh. I'll have to go back and watch it again because I do not remember that at all.
Yeah.
what's like really you'd only notice if you've ever watched E.T.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I was like, it's a neat take on Star Wars, though.
Yeah.
We've never seen like suburban Star Wars life.
No,
I
it's
mean,
always been like remote
the closest thing we ever
outlands
got
or like
was on
dense metropolis.
the closest thing we got was on Andor with the weird guy, the weird incel guy that was hanging out with his mom at home.
So guy.
The one that worked for the intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I was like,
Yeah.
The
he
Imperial
wasn't weird
officer.
He was really creepy. And his mom was like, "Why can't you be good like
That
your
was-
uncle?" Or
even that was
something.
more like
That was like apartment.
Yeah,
like
apartment complex.
City lit life, you know.
Yeah.
then we skip to a Whim not using the ramp and he has to throw his bike over because he's a little scared baby.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. It was just because he was like, because you see him when he's riding the bus. I get the bus, and the one kid that skips school who jumps off the ramp. You're like, oh, cool, and then he's like,
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it, Whim, you pussy,
You.
be a man.
I don't know, like
It's like fucking 10.
because like if you try to think about it, like their hover
Yeah.
craft, right? Do they all have settings for how far you are hovering off the ground?
Makes a good point.
I mean, do they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe this one's for a kid that doesn't
Well,
have that setting.
It's probably just like every other.
It's like a big wheel.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying like it's probably like every other company where you've got your high end products that can do that and your low end products that give you the bare minimum of
Yeah.
this is what the government has regulated as safe.
It's like the LE version of a car and like the regular version of a car. It's like, and you wanted cruise control? Go fuck yourself.
Oh, you mean like our car?
Like our car, yeah. The
We have no
Chevy
cruise control.
Cruise without cruise control.
It's true. It's garbage.
They took the cruise control away to give the name.
Yeah.
They were like, we can only have one cruise. We want to spell it weird, so
Does
you
it
don't
have
get
cruise?
control.
Yes.
Well,
It's just a little frame with the name cruise, just spelled different.
well, I think that honestly, I took your cruise control because my former car, my Toyota Prius, who is powder blue, and he was the gayest car I've ever owned in my life. But his name was Terrence Crews, spelled Cruise for Terry Crews, right? But also cruise control. Punny.
So your car had two
So-
cruise controls.
Yeah, so I had to take yours.
It seems so superfluous.
It is superfluous.
Somebody learned a new word today.
Yeah, somebody did.
If you're on Patreon, you'll get that joke.
Yeah,
It wasn't me.
it was me. Everybody knows
You
I'm
just
stupid.
gave away.
I
It's
just-
on the Patreon. Why would he even pay now?
Yeah, but they get to go there and learn how I learned it.
Oh,
Yes.
that also seems superfluous.
Yeah.
It does.
Unnecessary. Claimsies/unclaimsies. It's just the most kid thing I've ever heard, and I love it.
I loved it.
Claimsies. Unclaimsies. Fuck. Got me.
And then it's the classic. I wanted it to be like the classic kid thing of them just saying claimsies and unclaimsies for like 2
Double
minutes.
unclaimsies. Yeah. But no, claimsies is very clear. Once you call unclaimsies.
It does feel like something that would trick Nick Frost, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
SM33 just believing Fern with absolutely no proof. She's like, I killed the former captain. And he's like, sounds about right to me.
That checks out. Yeah.
He looked around and was like, he's not here. Must be true.
Must be true.
I am the Dragonborn. Yeah, okay, cool.
Sure.
Sweet.
Their lunch money just being solid gold.
Yeah, that's
little ingots.
ridiculous.
I was like, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
That's the point where you're like, oh no, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
They are
Wealthy.
entirely. Yeah, they're on that end, but yeah.
Next line.
I told you,
It could be
but
Magnet.
it could be magnets.
It could be Magnet.
You don't get this joke.
It's a D&D joke.
It's a G&G joke.
There was
Ashley designed this temple that Ethan filled with fucking magnets.
yeah.
There was
as
only,
active-
there was only one.
It was so that
Filled
they
with magnets.
it was so that they wouldn't be able to see with detect magic.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right, because they don't have detect magnet.
Yeah.
It's technology, so it's not
Because
magic.
it was literally just
Magnet.
a magnet, not magic.
And my character hates them.
Your character hates
He-
magnets?
Yeah,
Don't know
he
why.
thinks it's witchcraft.
It's
Which, like someone in the 1800s would say witchcraft, right? Yeah, and it's a world with magic and magical
I
animals
can
and
literally
demons.
shoot
He's
water
like,
from my hands, and I'm like, it's witchcraft.
Burn the witch.
evil. It's just magnets.
It's just magnets.
How do they work?
If I ever get to come to a fucking play, I want you to make me a character that uses magnets as weapons.
No,
Please.
Wait, no.
can't because literally that's Jamie's character.
This is why I helped him make his character, so I
Oh,
could
is that
convince
why?
him to play Magnet Man.
Yes. I didn't even think about it until he said it. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, fucking Jamie uses magnet.
You're gonna hate.
I said he
I'm gonna kill him.
the background that he was describing when we were doing it. I was like, oh, that's just Magneto.
the
That's just
next
Magneto.
the next session, Jared's gonna ask the character, be like, "How does your powers work, by the way?" Oh, just magnetism. Fucking die.
Die.
Gets stabbed directly in the throat.
Yeah.
Yes, that will happen, but mostly because it's Jamie.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll give him enough rope to hang himself, and
then
he'll do it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has no idea this weird thing. Though. He has no idea.
He doesn't even know.
He
that
just
there-
knows he's been playing the Magnet Man. He's like, oh, this sounds really cool. It's this. It's like it's a push and pull effect, but only with metal objects. And it sounds really cool. And he doesn't realize that Jared's character is like
fucking
totally
magnets.
opposed to anything with magnets.
Yeah, I hate it.
That's great. It's
And it was just a one-off joke that I made, and then I'm like, I'm gonna stick with it.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah,
like that becomes your character.
I need a little funny quirk he has. Can do magic, hates magnets.
That's funny.
Moving
cut,
on.
Yeah, the cut to Silvo after he's like, I'll go get Shmee. If also, that's what SM33 is based off is Shmee.
Yeah.
From Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Also played by Jude Law.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, the cut from him when he goes to get him and he's just like, fucking, driving. And he's like, I got this. It's fine. Cut. It made me laugh because it's very un-Jude Law-like. Like, normally he presents himself as like this composed,
Reserved.
like, yeah, smooth talking guy. And then he's just like utterly panicked.
Yeah.
Made me laugh. But also reminded me of Han Solo and Chewie running from the bay door of all the stormtroopers. Nice little homage.
It's fair.
Yeah. Kim just clocking that Silvo is not to be trusted, from past dealings. And then Silvo, knowing that she would say that, so he preempted telling the kids by telling them that. They don't trust her. She's going to say, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
She's not to be trusted. Because she's the first person that actually actively tells them, do not trust him.
Yeah.
And he
The
just-
owl person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he tells them before they go meet her, she's crafty. She's going to, don't trust her. She's going to stab us in the back.
Yeah, but then she calls the Republican.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's not entirely wrong, but she had good intentions. But
I thought it was a little alarming that he had the kids in the gun turret shooting at the Republic.
Yeah.
Like the police, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, here's a gun. See that guy? Shoot at him.
shoot him.
They just go, okay.
Yeah, this is fun.
Again, at that point, they don't know that they're the police. He tells them they're bad guys because they've
It
never
still
seen it.
seems a little rough. Yeah.
No.
But
To
it's
them, it's an
supposed
adventure. To them.
It's supposed to because it's supposed to showcase how shitty Silvo is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how naive the children are.
Exactly.
But then Silvo saves Neil's life, and Neil totally should have been crushed by Shmi whenever Silvo deactivates him, and
Yeah.
Shmi just
Catches
does this.
himself. Yeah.
I'm like, that's bullshit. He would just fall onto him and kill him. Poor Neil,
Poor dead Neil.
dead Neil.
Honestly, I mean, the kids, we're up to this point. I mean, it's just about these 4 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually think they did a really good job.
No, they were all
acting
very
They did
pretty
enjoyable.
well, honestly.
Yep. They were kids, but they also weren't annoying.
Yeah,
Kids,
they were funny.
A lot of kids are written to be annoying side characters that you can't stand.
Because you were like, a lot of that I think stems from the kids aren't always the main characters either.
Yeah, that's true.
And also,
Like,
some
when they're-
people have problems writing kids.
That's true too.
It's probably why Stranger Things was as popular as it was.
Because they did a good job writing
Yeah.
the characters
Yeah.
not annoying. Yeah.
They wrote the characters and then
They centered
Did the
it
rest.
around the kids.
yeah,
yeah.
not the other way around.
Yeah.
Not when I have a kid and I have to make them do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because have you ever watched Lost in Space, the newer version of it that came out?
Oh,
started coming
yeah.
out 6 or 8 years ago or something like
It's
that.
8 years.
The kid, and
I don't-
The,
I
the
never
son
watched it.
is rather annoying. But the main character is the evil doctor lady, and then the parents.
That makes sense.
So,
But also, Will Robinson was also always annoying.
he was always annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the robot was always like, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Because he was a dumbass kid that was always getting himself
Into
in trouble.
Yeah, in space,
In space.
Lost.
Lost.
Yeah,
The reveal that Tak Renod's famous lair is now a luxury spa planet.
Yeah.
That, fuck, I was just like, this
I mean,
is perfect.
but I would pay to go to a luxury spa planet.
Oh, no, look, it's probably nice. The acid pits now exfoliate your skin instead
I
of
mean-
melting your enemies.
yeah.
I'd take it.
Are all the bones are still all there?
Yeah, well, maybe. They might have dissolved. Depends how strong that acid is.
No, whenever the kids go down
Oh, that's
and they
right.
get to the acid pit and they drain it, you see all the bones at the bottom that they fall in with.
No, that's not a very strong acid.
Well, it also could just be that's where they're hiding people's bodies once they kill them, and it's just over time they're being
Slowly dissolving.
dissolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible.
The kids pleading with Silvo to be a good guy and him being, but the money. And also the musical cue whenever he grabs the lightsaber away from, I'm like, oh my God. No, it happened. But also Wim almost literally cutting himself in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
When he picked it up, I'm like, man, that doesn't look right. I'm like, that looks weird. And then he turned it on and it shot through the floor. I was like,
I mean, to be
Oh
fair,
my
how many
God.
times did we think to ourselves, if Luke, when Luke looked down the barrel of a lightsaber, it could have gone in his fucking eye, and that would have been the end of it, right?
Yeah.
So
but
I mean,
it was just funny. Like they actually did it, and also it should have went through the planet like Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
It just went. Trash crabs.
I enjoyed the trash.
I actually did too.
Yeah.
They might have been my favorite part of the show.
That's a very that is a very Star Wars thing. Like
Yeah.
there's Minox everywhere. You know, now they're a trash crab.
Yeah.
It was funny
And
that
then
they
a
could
giant
just,
trash crab.
it's funny they could slightly talk. And then you go back to the naivety of the kids. And it's just they're here to help. Help.
Nope, they're
Help.
not here to help.
Help.
Well, they kind of helped. They did lead them all back to each other, kind of.
what do you mean, kind
I
of?
think that's
Kind
a
of?
stretch.
Well, they kind of led them, and then they led
Wim and
women,
KB.
KB,
Yeah.
and Neil and Fern just commandeered a ship.
Commandeered a trash ship.
Yeah. But it all kind of worked out because the trash ship was going towards the mama crab anyway.
Yeah.
Trash ships are ships too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fern literally Samwising Neil up the ladder because he's like.
Not today, Mr. Frodo.
Don't think
Also, is he the same species as Max Rebo? Of like the blue elephant people? I'm
Yes,
assuming
he
so.
is. They're called.
I don't know what they're
starts
called.
with an O. I can't remember the name now. It's something very similar to elephant. I'm not. It shouldn't be
Oliphant.
no.
You said starts with an O.
Ori fan.
That sounds believable.
Yeah, I know. As somebody who ends up naming most of his like pets and
Borderlands.
Orderland, yeah.
Orderland, I was close.
Borderlands?
Orderland.
Orderland.
Borderlands.
Yes,
Yes, Borderlands. That's what they named them.
precisely.
God.
But yeah, as somebody who names majority of his side characters, I could guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll read it.
Read it.
I typed in elephant species Star Wars. It says Orderlands. Resembling elephants may play a major role in Star Wars through the new character Neil in Skeleton Crew. Max Rebo is the only significant Orderland character so far, is known for his Jizz music
Yeah.
in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jizz.
Jizz is it's the instrument he plays.
I have never once heard that.
Did they retcon that?
They have several things. They actually had them in Star Wars Galaxies because you could be a musician.
Yeah, a jizz musician.
A jizz musician.
Yeah.
I
They had
don't
other
like
weird
that.
ones too.
Oddly
It
enough.
was
Can I play that as
the
a bard?
70s / the 80s. They didn't really have the same terminology.
Hey, as the two DMs of our table, hey, can I play a jizz bard?
Jizz. That's just a bard.
Can I just play a jizz bard?
I think you mean prostitute.
Sure. Yeah, you'll be my pimp. It'll be fine. We'll go with that.
Instruments, right? Instruments.
I hope he looks up Jizz instruments and it just shows a bunch of screenshots of porn.
No.
I know it won't, but
It's probably like autocorrect to Jizz Instruments Star Wars.
I mean, there's several different instruments in Star Wars. I mean, there's
isn't there like the fucking like piano thing he plays? Is that Jizz?
Chitin Kalu is it's like
It's all made out of jizz.
it's like a brass instrument, like a trumpet or something. A
Hardened
fanfare is like it's called a slither horn, which is a real instrument. It's like a reeded instrument. And then fizz is what it's supposed to be, which is another sort of brass instrument. There's a clue horn and a mandovial.
This all sounds a lot like instruments that you'd find in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
An organ is like drums, but they're like very similar sounding to steel drums. So you can hear them. Most of these instruments you can hear their version of in the cantina scene on New Hope.
Yeah.
Traz, Valahorn, Xantha,
Now, what funny thing did you find?
Jasoon.
it's another instrument. Or no, this is just a speaker, but it's called the Plume Sounder.
The plume sounder.
Just a large speaker used to amplify the sounds of the band film, and thus was commonly used in jizz bands.
Jizz is a type of music.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
got that.
jazz, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just jazz.
For when you want to ejaculate.
George Lucas being George Lucas couldn't just call it jazz
No,
or even space jazz.
no. But can you imagine John Williams getting told by George Lucas, "I need you to create a new form of music called jizz"?
Yeah, I didn't know. Did he even write that stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. John
Yeah.
Williams did all of the music on pretty much all of the Star Wars.
He wrote jizz.
He wrote Jizz. John Williams started Jizz.
Stop.
Just started jizzing.
John Williams, the founder of Jizz.
I like this song. It sounds very jizzy.
That's the title, by the way.
You're welcome.
John Williams,
it's
the
just a-
founder of Jizz.
Just a bunch of dudes moaning.
Stop it.
What was that sound?
I can't even do it. It's not in public.
Not in public.
Jesus.
It's a private sound.
Jamie has moved in with us.
Yeah.
Right? And I have to tell you the story because it was really funny. And he's been playing Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
And he made a really short but really weird and loud sound.
No, it was it was
Sexually.
it was more
And I paused the TV and looked over at her, and she went,
I think he just ejaculated.
I think he just had his big O or something like that.
And then he
Is this
started
the
laughing.
same time that you scared the shit out of him?
No, that was so much fun though. Because he was again playing Phasmophobia.
Yeah,
and
that's
I was
why I assumed it was the same situation.
No, I was going in to take a shower, and I, being polite, was going to go ask him if he needed to use the bathroom before I locked myself in there for 20 minutes. And I opened up his door just a crack, and I realized that he wasn't paying attention. I went, "Hey, James!" And he shit himself.
Probably literally.
I believe it.
Probably literally.
Needed to use the bathroom after that, actually.
Sorry,
was
you're
a
not
good
getting
time.
in the shower. I'm going first.
Yeah, he's got to wash the fecal matter off his loins.
He screeched. It
How
was
did it
amazing.
get on his loins? That's
He
amazing.
shit his pants.
Listen,
It's just in there, man.
Listen,
Right
you ever
now.
change a
It's
baby
one of them
diaper?
wet ones, isn't it? Just
You change
Fills it.
you ever change a baby diaper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yeah.
Usually goes up the back, though.
I mean, not always.
no.
Not
My
fucking
son
always.
But I mean-
specifically can get his
Up the front.
testicles.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh right.
Yeah.
Right in between the end of the shaft of the penis and where the testicle starts. That's always the worst spot
Is that-
to get shit stuck for
it's called beef
babies.
stew, right? It's just
Okay,
It's
back
beef
to
stew.
the show
Wow,
because
okay.
that was a tangent and a half, but I'm cool with it. Let's go.
The claw is when they pick up.
oh yeah,
Not. It's the wolf guy. Or was it the wolf? Yeah,
the
it's
wolf guy. Yeah,
What's his name? I forget.
Wolfen von Wolfenstein.
No. It's like,
Fenrir.
starts with a B or something.
Probably is that.
Bolfen von
Brutus?
Bolfenstein?
No, not Brutus.
It is Brutus, I think.
Is it Brutus? That's a little on the nose. I didn't even pick that up until I just said it.
because he's a betrayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. Yeah, that too.
That's why I was like, it can't be Brutus. That's just too on the nose. It's got to be like
A2 Brute.
Brutum or something.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Brutus.
Okay. Yeah, he just picks him up and they're like, stop or we'll kill him. And so, okay. Now what are you going to do?
Yeah, he's fucking dead. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Goal accomplished.
all right.
But it's close enough.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's what Shmi says whenever they retake. I forget what the name of the ship is, but they retake the pirate ship from Silvo.
You spelled I wrong.
I'm pretty sure it autocorrected to the wrong eye.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I was sitting there looking at it like, what are you talking about?
AYE.
I didn't notice until I looked at it.
AYE.
Like, nah, that's not right.
I.
I
Yeah. Because you can only be the captain of one ship, Ashley.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were referencing like missing eye because Smee is
He was
missing
all-
an eye.
Yeah, he also was missing an eye at that point.
And Gunther, is that his name? I can't remember his name. There's one, he's missing an eye, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
Somebody is.
your pun stands.
Yeah, kind of.
I accept your pun.
Because they go through like the this whole ordeal of like claims
Pun
he's
accepted.
Silva's like that's not how it works. That's not the pirate code. And then he betrays Silva. He's like, but it's close enough. Like, yeah, Shmi, being a good guy. Who
He
knew?
may not actually be missing an eye. He's got some robotic thing over it.
No, yeah, he is missing an eye.
Is he? Okay.
Because there's like a animal thing that comes out of his eye.
An animal thing.
What?
That's
Who
like
are
a-
you talking about?
Yeah, there's like a
Shmi.
weird.
Are you
I'm
talking
talking about Gunter.
There's like a weird slug rat
Yeah.
that lives in his eye socket.
I
Yeah,
don't like that.
yeah,
I don't like that.
Yeah,
it's okay. I mean, I've seen worse, but it's also not good.
it's not great.
Yes, I am totally the emissary you're looking for.
Okay, I was gonna ask. I was like, is it?
That's
Are
pretty
you
much
the
what he
emissary
does.
you're looking
Yeah.
for?
Also, we haven't mentioned it really, but Silvo is a Jedi, kind of.
He's a force user.
force
He's
user.
been trained
Hang on.
somewhat to use.
He's a Jedi.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
He was
Yeah.
essentially a child.
Realistically, I think the only thing he can do is
Jedi
literally
scum.
like levitate the lightsaber. That's about the only Jedi thing we've ever seen him do.
So I was wondering
tried
if
to catch it
I,
early,
I've been
but
wondering if he is like a if because I don't know where he comes from.
Yeah.
We don't really know where he comes
That's
from.
kind of the point.
I was wondering if
His
he was
penis.
probably because what is
That's
the
John
time frame
Williams.
of this?
This is a
I mean,
post
it's
return.
post return,
Yes.
right?
So he would have been during the lost years, probably in between 4 and 5 or 3 and 4.
Yeah, I just don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
Is he about Luke's age? Because then he could be,
would be
he'd be a little bit older than Luke,
Yeah.
right? So he could have been at the temple.
I forget what episode he tells them, or he tells
Yeah, but he's
Wim.
a fucking liar.
Yes, if we're taking him at face value of like a Jedi found him and like basically they hung out for like a month and then the Jedi died.
Okay, I'm glad that you answered the question that I had, which was when does this occur?
Yeah.
But it's between 3 and 4,
No,
No, it's
Between-
between 6 and
7,
7.
yeah.
6 and 7. Okay.
Yeah.
We were thinking when he was a kid would have been between 3 and 4.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Probably.
Yeah.
you're good.
At some point because he makes reference
No
to
idea when he's born. If
Yeah.
at this point Luke is somewhere around the age of 25 to 30,
So he's 19 and 4, and then
we're talking another 6 to 10 years. I don't
Yeah.
know exactly.
it's not really clear exactly when this is. So yeah, he's probably in his
So he could be somewhere between 30 and 40 years old and be, that'd be reasonable.
Okay.
Silva just says fuck these droids because he's had it with droids and kills the sovereign. No, not the sovereign. What's the big robot?
Oh, I know who it is,
It's
but
the president. From
Yeah,
Fallout.
it's something else. It's
3.
like not the supreme leader.
no, it is. It's Supreme Leader, isn't it?
No,
Well, that's Snoke.
yeah,
that's
it's
true,
like
too.
it's not the sovereign either. The
The overseer.
no, I don't think it's the overseer, is it?
The Supervisor.
The
Supervisor.
I knew it was something like school related almost. I was like supervisor, which is just like a droid.
It was an AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was controlling all the droids. Yeah.
And then KB was live and all is well in Ad-Aden.
Yeah.
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 Story's done. Silvo gets arrested? No, dies. Arrested.
Arrested. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was interested in Atten because it's AT-AT-TIN,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the
Ad-Aden.
like the walkers, AT-AT.
I don't know if it has any other.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a.
I'm not aware of any reference to like any other pirate story or anything of.
Oh,
or if it's just
and
like
I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up if it's in Legends or not, or anything like that. So it may be, it may not be, may just be. Brand
yeah, they're on
new.
a lost
Yeah, it needs to
planet
be made up.
from the old Republic.
That has been doing nothing but making Republic credits.
It's a
Old Republic.
It's a mint.
Yeah,
The
mint.
the planet is functional around just creating the currency that was running the old Republic.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
which is solid gold bars of some sort.
Yeah, credits.
Credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still doing it
Yeah.
all those years later because they just never knew any different.
And that's why the pirate ship that this kid steal is not actually a pirate ship. It was a mint ship to get to past the mint's protections. Because there's like this whole not force field, but like a gas field
Protection
with a
field.
security system that in it.
Well, there's a nebula.
It's a nebula, and then there's like an electric
They
security
put
field.
mines
Yeah.
out there.
Mine?
Yeah, they're mines.
Yeah, they're mines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
they're not-
electric mines.
They're not there for explosive. They're just proximity things. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the mint ship, and then that's the big reveal. Is like, oh, we need the ship. Tacarinod ship. I forget what it's like. The iron something or the.
I don't remember the name of it for the life. I know they said it. I know Jude Law said it like 17 times after he.
Figured it out.
Yeah.
It's a legendary ship.
It unless it has a reference to like some other pirate thing.
It sounds
Onyx Cinder.
Yeah, I knew something. It sounds cool.
It does sound
I'm
cool.
like, badass ship
Onyx
name.
Cinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
The black flame, black pearl.
The Black Pearl.
Cinder's not really a pearl. No,
Cinder would be like an ember.
Flying Dutchman.
no.
Yeah. Can't think of it.
That's what it should have been. It should have been like the hovering. I don't even know what it.
What Duro? The
hovering
Duro.
Frenchman.
That would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
The hovering Frenchman.
Well, it has to be something from Star
Star
Wars,
Wars.
so it'd be like the hovering Alderaanian. I mean,
No,
they'd have to because there's no Alderaan.
That's one of the points is they don't know Alderaan's not there anymore.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
The Alderani.
They're like, that don't exist.
Alderani.
Or that Order 66. Like that's Wim is obsessed with Jedi, and he doesn't know that all the Jedi are dead at this point, pretty much, except for a very small
Yeah.
contingency.
But I mean, why would he know? They've been essentially locked off of civilization
He
ever
would've
since
known
Order
eventually.
66.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe they're going to do a thing with Luke starting his new school thing before. I don't know.
Oh, he has to start a school
Before
somewhere.
Ben does his thing,
Yeah, goes.
and then Wim will be a part of it. Who knows? Maybe Neil.
What are you giggling at this time?
Yeah. He started to say something about Ben and then he cut off.
Ben. To the ratings. The entire show got a 7.1 with 29,000 ratings. Episode 1, 7.3 with 5,200 ratings. Episode 3, 7.6 with 5,000 ratings. Episode 3, 7.7 with 4,200. Episode 4, 6.9 with 3,800. Episode 5, 8.0 with 3,600. Episode 6, 7.4 with 3,100. Episode 7, 7.9 with 3,000. Yeah,
essentially.
30. And then episode 8, 7.8 with 3,000. And I didn't have the tomato meter, but
I can pull it up.
These shows do kind of lull right in the middle usually, and like
episode 4
between
was
3
the
and 6. Yeah.
That was the
That was the
not at and place. The at
no episode 5.
is the spa planet.
Yes.
And that would
Episode
make
4 is
episode
like the
4
war
the owl
torn.
lady.
Yes.
What?
Was it?
Yes, that's
Episode-
why because it's the one I was like, it's not very
Oh,
good.
that makes sense. So that would make 3 the one with the owl lady.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
92% tomato meter and 80% popcorn meter. So well received by critics and fairly well received by watches.
But how did we receive it? Through a television.
Visually,
3.
auditorially.
That one.
Me.
You did that wrong. It was supposed to be the D4 on that one. It doesn't matter.
It's our decided.
3 anyways.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been in that time. Then. Who cares?
Jared.
I would give it 8.25. It was fun, little neat adventure movie that doesn't really focus too much on like the Skywalker saga, or it just barely touches on Jedi stuff as more of a plot device than a character.
Praise
point.
Lucas for that. I mean, God, it's such.
Lore instead of more
Yeah.
story being shoved down our
I would
throat.
say world building, but it's galaxy building. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Universe building.
we'd rather see that. I'm pretty sure most of the Star Wars fan base would rather see more world building than more Skywalker bullshit.
Yeah. The same shit hashed out over
More
and over and over
Palpatine,
again.
more Skywalker. I'd rather see something else.
Hey, he will return again.
Who?
Palpatine.
Oh,
Somehow.
yeah.
Somehow. We only got through one clone.
I'll give it a 7.6. I enjoyed it, but not like it's not my favorite.
But it's fun.
I guess it's fun. I just did not get like I don't know. Maybe it's because it was about kids. Didn't give two shits about the kids.
Did you ever watch The Goonies?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because this is what really does harken back to like The Goonies / Treasure Island / Treasure Planet. That type of adventure story of
Bunch of kids going out on
kids
their own
doing
when they
Kids
should be
getting way in over their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they're just children.
I guess I would give it almost like I guess I'll give it a flat 8 because I think it was really well done. I think that it's accessible for kids a lot without being too childish.
Yeah.
And I think that the visuals and bringing a lot of things into the story that are more world building, like all the species of the people that you see on the spa planet, and actually bringing that kind of into the story. Actually, it just seemed kind of cool, and actually seeing it from the point of view of the normal people instead of all the like the Skywalkers or the senators, or
Force
anything
sensitive
like that,
people,
and, like all the people who are like these are the special ass people,
The
These
main
are-
characters.
yeah, being able to see like the normal life of people and see how they deal with bullshit that happens in their galaxy, it's kind of neat.
It is.
Oh, one little other tidbit. This was co-produced or co-written by John Watts, who did all 3 of the MCU Spider-Man movies.
Oh.
He directed all of them, and he
Interesting.
co-wrote this with.
I was really worried about this show being garbage.
No, it's actually pretty good.
Ashley, you didn't watch it?
I didn't really watch it, so I can't really
Yeah.
comment. I mean, it was cute for what I did see. I mean, I could see my kids sitting down.
Yeah,
and
I'd say
watching
it is a good entry point
actually
for
pretty
like
sure they did.
kids
Yeah.
into Star Wars.
I'm actually pretty sure my kids did sit down and watch it with my ex.
Yeah, I was about to say, I bet Jake would like it. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps up the Skeleton Crew episode. We appreciate you guys listening. You can use the link in the description and go find more of our episodes there. You can also join our Discord where you can talk to us about all kinds of fun things.
Tell us what to watch.
Exactly.
Tell
Please
us how we're wrong.
tell us what to read. Tell us what
Please.
to play.
Fuck you.
I'll start an argument.
Ain't that the truth?
Use salt and pepper.
And then goodbye.
Deuce.